Ice Cube does nothing for me as a rapper and an actor.
Okay.
Nothing.
Who is this? Suckers usually don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that, you know, they usually don't like me when they coming from that angle. That's cool, though. You know, everybody got their opinion, and they all stink. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's cool.
Yo, out of here! Bleed puts everything to rest. It's over.
Nah, this shit is hot right here, man. I gotta listen to this one.
There are many people you can criticize online to get attention, but Ice Cube is not one of them. When a comedian whose career is no longer as popular started speaking negatively about Cube's acting, insulting some of his biggest songs, and even disrespecting Tupac, many people thought it was just another angry rant. But things changed when those comments started spreading across social media. Ice Cube is one of the most respected names in hip-hop, and 50 Cent was paying attention. What started as a personal opinion quickly became a lesson about why some names carry too much respect to be treated carelessly. This situation did not begin with a meme or an Instagram post. It started when Aries Spears appeared on Big Boy TV and spoke disrespectfully about one of hip-hop's most respected figures. Instead of promoting himself, he seemed focused on attacking legends as if he had a personal issue with them.
Watch the comments. Now, when people talk about, you ask anybody, no matter where their region, you know, give me a top 5 rappers. Pac's usually always in that list. Right. I don't ever put Pac up there with the top rappers.
The first person Aries went after was Tupac Shakur. He openly questioned Tupac's legacy and claimed that he would not even place him in his top 5 rappers of all time. He did not stop there either. He repeated his opinion and made it clear that he stood by what he was saying, even though he knew many people would strongly disagree with him.
Pac was not the greatest lyricist. He was energy. He was passion. He made you feel him. If that said tear the club up, you wanted to tear the club up. Dear mama, you wanted to hug your mama. When you think about lyricism, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Jadakiss, my lyrics spitter.
Everyone is allowed to have an opinion, and Aries has that right too. The problem is that he chose to use a respected platform to criticize a legend who still has millions of loyal fans around the world. Anyone familiar with hip-hop culture knows how important names like Tupac are to people. Yet Aries spoke about him as if it was all just a joke. If he had stopped there, things might have been different. Instead, he continued his criticism and moved on to another respected figure. The next person he targeted was Ice Cube, saying he could not stand him at all.
If I'm going, Ice Cube is a
I can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting-wise.
Aries then started talking about Cube's famous song, It Was a Good Day. Instead of giving credit to one of the most recognizable tracks in hip-hop history, he dismissed it and acted like it was not something worth celebrating. His comments surprised many people because the song is considered a classic by fans and critics alike.
Really?
He's the same.
How much time we got left here? Because should I just tell him to leave now?
Let me tell you something. Tommy Chung.
That's a
Tommy
great-
Chung.
I know Tommy Chung.
Tommy Chung did a great joke. He goes, here's Ice Cube as a gynecologist. Hey, Miss Jenkins, I looked at your chart. Now get up on that butt.
That's racist.
At first, the way Aries spoke made it sound like he had a serious criticism, but when people listened carefully, they realized he was mostly talking about his own personal preferences. He was not really explaining why Cube's work was bad. He simply kept repeating that he did not like him. It sounded less like a thoughtful opinion and more like someone being upset that another person had achieved far more success and recognition than they ever did.
There are songs I hate the most. If it comes on, I want to shoot the radio. Today was a good day.
Some people may have seen this as just another interview where a comedian was complaining, but it was more than that. It seemed like part of a larger pattern. First, criticize famous people, then attract attention from the public, then act surprised when people push back. To understand why so many people reacted strongly, you have to understand who Aries was talking about. Ice Cube is not just an actor or rapper. He helped shape hip-hop history. From helping create Straight Outta Compton to releasing America's Most Wanted, and later helping create movies like Friday and Barbershop, Cube built a career in both music and film. He succeeded in multiple industries, and that level of success is difficult to ignore. Many people respect him because whenever he focused on something, he found a way to excel at it.
I don't know if we continue this conversation or if we're supposed to like pack him out right now.
Ice Cube has never been afraid to speak his mind. Over the years, he has made it clear that he does not need approval from secret groups, powerful insiders, or industry gatekeepers. He built his reputation through his own work and achievements. That independence is one of the reasons many people continue to respect him. He has never relied on others to keep his name relevant.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing.
Back in 2008, Cube spoke about the future of hip-hop and mentioned 50 Cent as someone he believed could become a legend. Years later, 50 openly said that he wanted to prove himself to Cube. That shows the level of respect between them. Both men have survived in the music business for decades and built successful careers. Meanwhile, Aries does not have platinum albums, classic movies, or a major business empire. What he does have is a history of controversial comments and conflicts with people around him.
Whatever you want to say about 50, I think he's a great MC. You know, when he speaks, people want to hear. You know, he's on his way to legendary status, if you ask me.
I feel like I got something to prove with him. Music. You know what I mean? Like, I seen an interview with Ice Cube, and they asked who the girl had potential would actually achieve having like a legendary status to music. You know what I'm saying? Like Cube had a great career, trade. It's a few of them, you know what I mean, that really made their mark, accomplished a lot. Even though they was meant to music and went somewhere else with it.
Many people remember Aries from an appearance on Corey Holcomb's 5150 show. During that appearance, things became so heated between Aries and co-host Zoe Williams that the argument eventually turned into a physical confrontation. What started as jokes and insults quickly escalated into a serious conflict. The incident became another example of Aries getting involved in unnecessary drama.
Put hands on you, real black eyes. And that's the truth, trust me. I've had about enough of yo. That's the truth. Shut the up while I'm honest.
I don't like skin.
Yeah.
They wish they could be
You
black.
gotta do that work though.
No, I know. Go ahead with your
Okay, that's all. I'm not drunk.
I know.
I don't drink. I'm very clear-minded.
Which means I'll
Okay.
even more because I'm drunk.
Well, hold up.
According to Corey Holcomb, Aries often creates controversy because he wants attention. Corey claimed that Aries asked to appear on the show, started problems himself, lost the argument, and later tried to turn the situation into legal action. Corey also spoke about Aries' personal life, making allegations that painted a very negative picture of him. He suggested that Aries constantly presents himself as a victim, while other evidence and stories tell a very different version of events.
He came up there acting fool that day. And then I walk up to his car, because I felt bad about what happened. But even though he did bring it on himself, he was talking crazy to that man. And first of all, how you let this beat you and don't swing back? But walk up to his car, damn, Aries, you want me to drive you home, man? And we'll have somebody just drive your car and all like that. Because, you know, he was, nah, I got it. I'm like, man, all right. Next thing you know, we getting letters from lawyers. I'm like, you did everything to ask for that whooping and it's on air. You said to the man something like it was like he challenged him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to fight at my show because it brought lawyers in the mix. I had to spend money. You know what I'm saying? To put out the fires. I don't want nobody fighting. I'm old enough to know what a fight turns into nowadays when people hit each other. So I didn't want that to happen, but Aries talked up on that whooping. And then went and got some lawyers that he gave some money to one time, and then they couldn't find him after that. His own lawyers. Aries a whole to be honest, man. And I wouldn't say that out of no spite. Just what he did right there. Because he always used to call me to come on the show. But I used to be like, oh, it's Aries. He gonna start. I didn't think, but this is why I fucked up. I thought he wouldn't start this with me. I thought, oh, he can't do it. What he gonna do? That's what I'm thinking. What he gonna do? And then that happened. Because I know Aries beats up people. Little motherfucker. This Aries beat he'll run up on you.
Eventually, Aries ended up exposing some of his own flaws during interviews. He admitted that he was not the best father and acknowledged problems in his relationships. He also spoke about wanting to become wealthy first and improve himself later, comparing his path to Dave Chappelle. Critics quickly pointed out that the comparison did not make much sense because Chappelle's reputation was built not only on talent, but also on the way he carries himself as a person.
I'm not a great father to my kids.
Oh,
okay, we're getting
my
somewhere.
Heart just exploded.
I want to tighten up my relationship with my son.
Oof, do that, and maybe the mansion will follow.
And as much as I love the woman who I want to marry for the third time, I cheat.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck other women.
Yeah.
So I have a problem.
So you have holes in your body that not a mansion or a bag of cash will ever fill.
Whoa, wait. If I'm going to up, let me up with the mansion. But not saying I want to up. I'm just simply saying that exterior, that's what I've dreamt about. That's what I want. Now, if I got it tomorrow, that part I could check off the list and go, I got it. But I still would need that other to be in place too.
Which one can you control?
Yeah. Why not both?
You can't control both.
Why not both?
How you won't answer that? Do you see? Which Mo asked it again?
Well,
which one can you control?
The surface answer.
Or your relationship.
The surface answer is the relationship.
All right then.
That's not a surface.
But listen,
what's real.
My manager used to say to me,
If you ever do this again, I swear to God.
What?
This is your hand toward, you're doing some sorcery.
No.
Okay, all right.
His quote was,
I have it too, dude.
His quote was always, you want to be rich, you want to be right. Because very rarely in this business can you be both. And I don't subscribe to that. I think you can be rich and right.
No.
Is it a harder path? Dave Chappelle is rich and right. He does whatever he wants.
But that's
says
Dave
whatever he
Chappelle.
wants.
But Dave Chappelle doesn't have the same circumstances. So when you tell me, hey, he's other women, hey, he doesn't have a great relationship with his kids, then come to me, then step to me.
Hold on for a
But
second.
you are no.
Okay.
You're telling me you have an opportunity, that you can create an opportunity to be wealthy first here and then see it on the outside. You're trying to get it both at the same time. You're never going to be rich out there. You know why?
Because you ain't rich in here.
No, right, because you're bankrupt.
To make matters worse, Aries openly admitted that part of the reason he appears on Vlad TV is because controversy brings attention and money. Many people already criticize Vlad and accuse him of benefiting from drama within the black community. Because of that, Aries proudly admitting that he stirs up trouble for a paycheck only made him look worse. On one side, you have Ice Cube with decades of accomplishments and respect. On the other side, you have Aries, who often treats controversy as a marketing strategy. That kind of attitude eventually attracted attention from people who were willing to respond.
I got a lot of black people who be like, man, stay off Vlad platform.
I hear him saying
He's a culture vulture, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, first of all, you keep saying to me, man, I hate that. Every time I watch, I hate that. Every time I watch, I hate that. Let's rewind the tape. Every time I watch, I hate that. So if you hate him, why is every time you watch, you're watching? So he knows what to do to keep you engaged.
Yeah.
That's just called, smart business.
Yeah.
And listen, and I also go, it ain't like I'm on there for free. He pays me.
Correct.
He pays me a nice 5 figures.
Yeah.
So if my choice is either stay home on a Tuesday and do nothing and earn nothing, or go sit down for an hour and a half and walk away with 5 figures where I could not make anything, what am I gonna do?
No, I agree.
I'm gonna make the money and I get to check them.
No, I see it. I see it.
That's a win-win to me.
Ice Cube eventually decided to address the situation himself. Instead of ignoring the criticism, he responded directly. Cube made it clear that he was not interested in playing games or pretending the comments did not exist. His response was firm and left little doubt about how he felt regarding Aries' attacks.
I saw a comedian speaking kind of bad about you, man.
Who's this?
Aries Spears.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah. He said nothing else.
Is he a comedian? Because he ain't never made me laugh, so I don't know if he a comedian. Suckers usually don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that, you know, they usually don't like me when they coming from that angle. That's cool, though. You know, everybody got their opinion, and they all stink. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's cool. You know, he entitled to his opinion. It's the feeling is mutual. You know, I don't think he on anybody's list of top 10 comedians. You know what I mean, in the black community for sure. I don't even know if he's on the register.
When 50 Cent saw Ice Cube being criticized, he joined the conversation. This was significant because 50 has always spoken highly of Cube. He once described him as a future legend and often expressed admiration for his work. So when Aries started making negative comments, he was not just speaking to Big Boy's audience anymore. He was speaking loudly enough for people like 50 Cent to notice. 50 responded with a social media post mocking Aries and suggesting that he was chasing money and attention because he had nothing else going on.
Ice Cube was on when I'm just watching. Music.
And movies, all of it.
Yeah. I never really seen Ice Cube in films that weren't his. You know, like he kind of produced the vehicle that he was in, and it wasn't like he was just being an actor in someone else's film.
It's his.
It's kind of his movie.
That was basically the 50's way of saying that Aries did not understand the situation he had created. When you criticize people with the influence and legacy of Ice Cube, you are not simply debating personal taste. You are challenging years of accomplishments and cultural impact. Once the backlash started growing, Aries found himself in a difficult position and had to figure out how to respond.
Nah, this shit is hot right here, man. I gotta listen to this shit.
As criticism increased, Aries appeared on another Vlad TV interview and tried to shift the conversation. He argued that rappers often take acting roles that could go to comedians, but many people felt that this explanation missed the point entirely. Instead of addressing his original comments, it seemed like he was trying to turn the discussion into something completely different.
This is why it pisses me off as a comedian when they cast rappers in comedies. Because as a comedian, we're going to bring our natural God-given talent to a script.
Even while attempting to explain himself, Aries could not hide his frustration. He claimed that Ice Cube lacked range as an actor and could only play certain types of characters. Critics quickly pointed out the irony in that statement because Aries himself does not have a long list of successful acting performances that would support such criticism.
How hard do you think it is for street to play street? If Ice Cube did a movie where he played a doctor and then did a movie where he played a lawyer, what would be different?
Later, Aries admitted that someone close to Ice Cube had contacted him about his comments. At that moment, his attitude seemed to change. Suddenly, he understood that the criticism had actually reached the person he was talking about. The confidence he showed earlier started to disappear, and he began speaking more carefully. What was once a bold attack turned into a discussion about opinions and misunderstandings.
I want to have a conversation with y'all about a word that I think is so overly used. Hate/hater. Because apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hater. If you look up the word hate, it's my picture. When did we get to a point where unless your opinion, and last time I checked as human beings, we're all allowed to opinions. At what point does it get to where unless your opinion is favorable about a person or a thing and goes with the flow of everyone else, you're a hater? I don't understand that. Am I not allowed to have an opinion and voice it if it's not in the direction of everybody else? I respect Ice Cube, the man. I respect Ice Cube in terms of what he's brought to the game. He's one of the pioneers. So hats off to him for that. I just said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. I never attacked him as a man. I never attacked him in terms of his character. I said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. Why am I not allowed to feel that way? Why is that? And then secondly, it's always funny. People call me a hater because they love to highlight when I say I don't like something, as though I don't have love for anything.
This is what many critics believe is Aries' usual pattern. He strongly defends controversial opinions until serious backlash arrives. Then he changes his tone and tries to soften his position. The entire situation highlights the difference between people like Ice Cube and 50 Cent, who spent decades building successful careers, and people who use controversy as a shortcut to attention. In the end, Cube and 50 earned respect through hard work, consistency, and achievement. Aries, however, continues to be known for creating problems and attracting drama. Everyone has the right to an opinion, but this story raises an important question. If a pioneer like Ice Cube can be spoken about this way, what do people say about those who have not earned nearly the same level of respect when they are not in the room?